Most want to say thank you for all the prayers and the blessings for my brother, the great DMX. I'll tell you something, man. My brother was a different type of brother, different type of artist, different type of creative, different type of spirit, different type of zone, different type of soul. Since the day that I met him, he lived his life for everyone else. I never seen him live his life for himself. You ain't never seen DMX with a Lamborghini. You ain't never seen my brother with a Rolls Royce. You ain't never seen him iced out with no jewelry. He did not care about any of that. He was the biggest. DMX was the biggest. And let me tell you why he was the biggest. He was the biggest because he prayed for everybody else more than he did for himself.
And we're live, brother. Yo, what's up, Christian? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Well, I'm doing good. We'll get into how I'm doing later. Later, we'll get into it.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Again, thank you for the support and continuous love that you guys give us. At the end of the day, don't forget to subscribe. I've been slacking on that, but please, the best compliment you could pay me and Chris is to recommend us to a friend, have them subscribe and follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook page which is Breeze Shooters Podcast, and on YouTube, which is Breeze Shooters. With that being said, Chris, I'm sorry, go ahead.
You're being rattled because you forgot. You forgot your lines. You're supposed to say your lines first.
No, I had to get this on the top because I'm looking at our subscription numbers, and they're starting to slow down again. So I got to make it my point to always say that, to subscribe, because that's the end goal, Chris, is to increase subscriptions and more.
No, I got you. I agree. Subscribe, motherfuckers.
Okay, if you want to scare people into it, I mean, if you want to do Suge Knight and twist people's hands, we'll see how that works out for you.
All up in the video, subscribe.
Yo, so it's unfortunate. We lost one of our icons, one of our legends, one of the guys that was very influential on just New York culture. The rapper DMX, lost his life or lost his battle. However you want to look at it. Ultimately, he was taken from us, and it's really sad, man, because he had just gotten out of prison not too long ago, and the relaunching of his career, there was a lot of rumblings how it was going to be good this time around in terms of the work he was going to put out, and he lost his battle. And he said it. He goes, even though he wasn't using drugs, it was a battle every day, because when you have that type of addiction in your life, unfortunately, it's something that never goes away. It's always around the corner. It's the people that you hang out with. You gotta almost change your life totally, and all the people you keep around you. And I feel bad for the brother, man.
And I think that's the one of the hardest things, and one of the most common things of a person who relapses. If he did relapse, I don't know the full story, so I'm not going to get into that, and it doesn't matter.
And thank you for that. It's true. We don't know the full story. We don't know the autopsy. We don't know what happened. It's just a lot of speculation that's saying that he might have, overdosed.
That being said, piggybacking on what you said, I've never had the misfortune of being an addict. my greatest vices, and I think it's eating and poker, I guess, gambling. But I've never
Don't forget
had a
alcohol, man.
huh?
Don't forget alcohol. Alcohol is just it's a substance that you have control of, but at the end of the day, it's a
It could
vice
get, you know
and
what,
it
you're right.
destroys people. Yeah.
I stand corrected, and thank you for reminding. And I do like to drink, to enjoy my glass of whiskey. These last few days, I've been hitting it a little bit, and like I said, we'll get into that later. But so we we don't know the demons that he had to fight every morning, because every day is a fight. And that's the thing, what you just said, and I'm sorry that I cut you off, but when you got to surround yourself with people that are considerate and have your best interests at heart. And you might think, oh, I'm your nigga, I'm your brother for life and all that, saying it, but your actions are far greater than that. So let's just say, let's put me and you in a situation. We're best of friends. We're brothers. We know each other for a long time. Now, I have an addiction, and perfect. I'm an alcoholic, and I went to AA, and I kicked the monkey, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the terms they use, but now, Chris, I haven't seen you in a minute. Let's go hang out. You don't have to drink, but we'll go to a bar.
Yeah.
Or you don't have. Is it okay if I drink? If you tell me if it's okay, I'm gonna tell you, nah, do what you gotta do. But I'm around that, and sometimes it's too big of a battle to continuously fight every single moment of your life. So the people around you have a lot to do. I'm not taking nothing away from him. At the end of the day, we need to do what's best for us. But it's hard, and it'll be easier if you have a great support system around you. So
That's true.
back on what you said. It's important, the people that you hang around with also.
And I think that's been documented in the past, that X is such a humble dude, so he always keeps it 100 with the people that he came up with. He's very loyal to that circle of friends and family. So, and it's not to say that they're the ones that might have given him something, but it's just being in that circle. It brings back those nostalgic memories, those feelings, and you want to just kind of do what you did in the past. So it's like, it's tough. And me firsthand, I have a relative that's like going through it, and it's a sad thing because I see their parents, and it just destroys them. The kids, are what do you call it, collateral damage that other people have to take care of. It's just a lot. It's just a really sad thing. And again, my prayers to the family and friends that were close to him.
Condolences,
condolences to the whole Rough Riders organization and DMX. Thank you for the wonderful memories, beautiful music, and I've really been enjoying just listening to music. And unfortunate is under these circumstances, but you were a poet, man, and you had a way with words, and you was just you embody what New York was about during that time. Like talking about stick ups and crazy shit. Yeah. One of the funny stories that came out that I was listening to, because he's from Yonkers, Ohio, right? And the Bronx is right there. They're like they're like cousins. So he Fat Joe and Big Pun pull into a gas station, and they see DMX, and I guess DMX must have pulled up or whatever. So he gets out of his car, he comes over to Fat Joe and Pun, he says, "What's up?" Gives him love and all that, and then he sees somebody go into, like, I guess the convenience store part in the gas station. He told Pun and Joe, he said, "Yo, hold on 1 second." Goes to the convenience store, sticks up the guy, comes back out, and continues his conversation with Joe and Pun like nothing ever happened. And they were looking at him, they were looking at each other. He said, "Yo, this guy's crazy."
Wait a minute, he stuck up the convenience store?
No, not the convenience store. a guy. I don't know if the guy owed him money or whatever, but he stuck him out, and they were like, and Joe and Pun are looking at each other like, "Yo, this fucking guy's crazy." But that's DMX for you, man.
And some positive out of this negative, out of this loss is also I don't know if you heard, Jay-Z and Beyonce reportedly, there are rumors that they bought DMX's masters from Def Jam.
Wow.
I think they're valued at $10 million. I'm not 100% sure. And they were supposedly gonna give it to DMX's kids. I think he has quite a few kids. It's he has over 10 or 17 or something like that.
Yeah, he has a big number.
So once again, kudos to salute to Jay-Z and Beyonce and for doing a very a great deed, actually, because at the end of the day, you don't have to do that. And if it's true and if the reports are true, then God bless and salute to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, absolutely. And if that is true, that's a low number though, Chris. I think
10 million. I think
X. I would figure his catalog would be worth a little more, but who knows? I'm just seeing how these numbers are going these days. Like people that selling the catalogs, it's like big money. But you might be right. But Jay also has history with Def Jam. He was the ex president. I mean, president, right? The company.
President.
Yeah. So who knows? He probably wholesale price. Either way, if he's
doing a family discount on it because you're right. 10 million sounds kind of low.
Yeah.
Maybe I misread. Maybe I'm missing a zero. Who knows? Yeah. Maybe it was 100 million.
His first album, the double album, went I think double platinum.
Yeah.
And when he dropped two albums, and they were both bangers. I mean, like unbelievable music. But
yeah, it's funny because one of my favorite songs of DMX is the Rough Riders anthem. So I went to the store that the night that the night that he passed away. The day after, and when I'm coming back home, there's this dude in the car blasting the anthem, and I couldn't help myself to just like I didn't know the person. I just did one of these and because it and it's tough because you don't want to celebrate celebrate the person's life. You understand what I'm saying? While they're here and like I loved him going in the versus battle with Snoop. I love that.
Yo, let me tell you, I'm so happy that happened when it did, because we wouldn't have gotten to see him again. It's like the whole world saw him that time, like performing again, and he brought back all those good feelings. And him and Snoop, just two real good stand-up dudes. And they were going back and forth. Yeah, I mean, like,
love, man.
It was nice. So I'm glad that we had that moment. But yeah, condolences to the families and friends.
And once again, salute to, like I said, if it's true, salute to Jay-Z and Beyonce for doing that. And because they were gonna give it to his kids, for free, So that's an awesome gesture. So high praises to that. To see more of that,
Absolutely, that's the right thing to do. So, brother, transitioning from sad to current. What's going on, man? What's going on in your world? How's everything, man?
I don't know if this transition is good, Luke, because I was gonna leave this towards the end, but I don't like to end our podcast with that bad taste in your mouth. I don't like that. So I'm gonna take this opportunity, since we're coming from DMX, sad story. I need to vent. I need to say some things. I'm gonna ask you some questions, Lou, and don't think they're stupid questions. They're rhetorical. How you say rhetorical? Rhetorical. Rhetorical. Oh, I got an accent. I got a Brooklyn accent.
Go. You got me. I can't even say it now because I'm hearing the way you.
Rhetorical.
There we go. Yeah, perfect.
Motherfuckers who subscribe know what the fuck I'm saying. And the ones that need to subscribe, rhetorical. Correct me after you subscribe.
Hey, Can I interject without you forgetting where you're at?
Go ahead, go right ahead. I'm not gonna forget because this I've been boiling. I've been boiling.
So this weekend, as you know, I hooked up with Willie and Shake
Yeah,
and Tito
my brothers, our brothers.
and Tito from the Wolfpack.
Okay.
And so Tito and Nilda were there, and it came up that they have a drinking game based on you. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
Get
So
the fuck out of here.
So I guess when they listen to the show, whenever you say something racist or off the wall, they got to take a shot. Whenever you mispronounce something, they got to take a shot. Whenever you stutter, I think it's like 2 shots. So they said by the end of the show, they twisted.
I'm creating alcoholics. I'm not supposed to be doing that. It's supposed to be a positive show.
Yo, when they said that, I was dying. I said, yo, that's funny, man. I hope that catches on.
Oh my God. I hope it does. Hey, the Chris and Lou drinking game.
Oh, no,
coming to a store near you.
So go ahead, brother. What you were saying?
So salute to Tito and Nelda, and it's always a pleasure to hear, even if it's because of my stuttering impediment. No shot for that one. I said that one correctly. But salute to those great guys, great couple. Luke, how long? Like I said, I'm gonna go through a few questions that you might think are stupid, common sense questions. How long have we been in the pandemic?
Well, we a year, right?
A year and a half.
March was a year, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit over a year. A little bit over.
I mean, when we officially like locked down, everybody was. I think it was March, but like January, February was like when it was popping off.
Perfect. Let's go March, right? We're in April. March just passed, so a year. At the beginning of all this, a lot of things were said. The government, the scientists, the people that we rely on really didn't have accurate information. But after a while, things started settling down. They started studying the virus and studying what it does, how it does it, how long it does it, how long is in your system. Right?
More information started coming out. We started getting more informed.
More accurate information.
Yeah, exactly.
So by now, as soon as 2020 ended, I believe we had a pretty good grasp on what is it that the virus does, how it does it. Sometimes you asymptomatic, sometimes you pass away from the virus.
Yeah.
Sometimes it attacks you in the middle, you get body aches, and sometimes you don't. So and they always say when you get it, stay home.
Yes.
The start of 2021, we already had, like I said, a good grasp on accurate information. And so I'm going to ask you another one of those rhetorical. I think we got it right. I don't think they're taking any shots today. I'm on point.
Oh man.
So let's just say, Lou, actually, if you don't mind, actually you said it, so I know you're not gonna mind me reminding the people of this story. You went to a family member's house maybe 6 months after this all blew up, 5 or 6 months after it all blew up, when you started trying to, re-engage, but everybody was social distancing. And you remember the patito that sat next to you? Remember that?
Yeah, man. I thought he gave me the virus just talking about it.
Exactly. And just talking, we made light of it, as we do. We make light of serious situations because at the end of the day, good would prevail over evil. So, and you told me, Chris, I started itching and I started. What did you do after that? Because you did feel you did feel like you had some type of symptoms of, you know.
No, like right away, I went home, you know, freaking washed up real good. Took scheduled to take a test, and I locked myself down because I didn't want to affect anybody. But it was all in the head too, you know. The guy was just, you know.
But that's fine, Lou. But that's fine. But you see what you did? It was all in your head, which I believe you, which you were good. But you did what the protocol told you to do. What the protocol was. Wait a minute. I feel feverish. I feel. Stay away from me.
I can't breathe. Luis, I'm coming, Luis.
Stay away from me. So, you see how simple that is? Common sense. You're being careful and mindful. So, now I start my rant.
Wow.
Since this shit started, Lou,
no
bullshit. I've canceled total like 6 trips. I had a trip to Santorini, which was supposed to be a very special trip. I had a trip. I had about a Puerto Rico trip. I canceled 4 times. That's why I said, and I had another trip, and I canceled also, along with because of, not because I had symptoms, not because, just to be precautious, because we didn't have a grasp on what was going on. The whole world was on fucking lockdown.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I've been taking care of myself for the most part. When days that I believe that I've exposed myself, and we're gonna get into that part later, because me and Lou have I have a funny story. I don't know if Lou finds it that funny, but I have a funny story about that.
Yes,
I remember the first day you dropped me off. The first day you dropped me off of us shooting the movie, you told me, Chris, go home, take off your clothes and take a shower. And like I was a little kid, and I'm like, but I appreciate that because we're mindful of the situation.
No, you know what it is too, Chris? Complacency, brother. A lot of times you're nervous going outside. Then once you're outside for a while, your guard starts to drop a little bit. Like, oh, it's cool, everything's fine. However, you don't know what you've been exposed to. You don't know what you touched. So that's why when you go in, clothes straight into the hamper to be washed, and you got to wash your hands and just take a shower.
Take a shower, make sure everything is gone.
On the safe side,
So every time we would shoot the following day, right where you dropped me off, that's a test center. I will go get tested. The rapid test normally gives you the test in about 30 to 45 minutes. The result, and then I would go hang out with my girl, and so that's common sense. People doing common sense things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna mention the person because I just I'm not gonna mention. But this past Friday, I was exposed,
and
not because Crazy Chris did something or Crazy Chris decided to go streaking, and no. I was exposed because a selfish human being was feeling sick, and because that person didn't want to miss out on a gathering.
Oh wow!
The person decided, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna go, whatever. Now, mind you, the person never got tested, but coughing, sneezing, runny nose, decided to partake in the gathering.
That's crazy.
It really is. I was furious because even on Saturday, so the person goes, no, this is allergies.
Which is crazy because it is allergy season. So some people, but we're in a time now where you can't make that call. You gotta get confirmation.
There you go.
It's just
There
too
you go.
crazy. Yeah.
The times that we're living, Louis, you can't self-diagnose yourself.
Yeah, self-assess.
Especially if you're gonna
Put others.
partake in a gathering. Now I'm trying to use nice words because now since you told me that, now I'm trying to use big words to see if so I could get Nilda and Tito drunk. That's gonna be my thing from now, on.
Tito's really nice right now.
No, I haven't made a mistake. All I said was rhetorical.
He pre-games then, the game.
Oh, okay. So the person decides to put young kids, family members, loved ones at risk.
Chris, was everybody wearing masks at the gathering?
Luckily, everybody was wearing masks, Louis. Luckily.
That's a good thing.
Luckily, everybody was wearing masks. And also, it was held outside.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
Thank God for that. God is great. We don't mention God enough in our podcast. We know he exists. We believe in him. We have a lot of faith in him. But God is great because
I always thought you was an atheist. That's why I kind of didn't bring it up. I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable.
When have I give you any leniency?
Just the way you live your life.
Wow. I'm a motherfucking heathen. To you, heathen. Look it up. It's a word.
Yeah.
So, because of selfishness, extreme selfishness, carelessness, we were all exposed. I've tested myself. That was Friday. I've tested myself 2 times already. Negative. I actually had to cancel a gathering with my loved ones, which is you guys. I don't see you guys often because of the situation, and now I had to cancel because it'll be irresponsible of me. I didn't have no symptoms, but it'll be irresponsible of me going to a place where I know everybody's taking care of themselves, where there's little children, where there's contact. God forbid, I get contact with you and your wife, and then your wife gets, God protect them, gets in contact with her father and her mother. How the fuck am I gonna feel with that shit? It's horrible.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy because if there's anything that we learned, this virus, it doesn't affect everybody the same, but when it gets a hold of somebody that's not that strong, forget about it. It's devastating.
Exactly.
So
that's my point exactly.
Everybody has to be responsible.
That's it. So, luckily the person is doing okay.
That's a good thing.
Is doing okay, but like I said, I was so angry on Saturday because you don't play with people's lives.
Totally agree with you. Yeah.
You don't play with people's lives. Like you said, this could be some people, nothing. They'll walk it off like nothing. They won't even get symptoms. Other people, we're burying them. We're cremating them because we can't even bury them.
Yes, you're right. Yep.
We got to cremate them. You don't play with people's lives that way, man. You don't. So, in conclusion, and I know it's gonna sound ridiculous and redundant. Get
out of raw. Don't worry about it. Keep it going.
If you feel under the weather, if you feel warm, if you feel, either stay home or get tested, if you're gonna decide to gather. I'm not saying, but take the proper steps so you could gather and partake with other people. But if you have a runny nose, a scratchy throat, or a low fever, please stay away from people until you get tested or until you feel better. It's the most responsible thing to do. We're not living in normal times.
It's funny though. So I want to transition off that for a second.
Go ahead. I'm done, man. Thank you.
No. No, but staying on COVID, it's funny. I was in Staten Island over the weekend. My daughter was playing a softball tournament. So we're out there, Chris, and it's just Saturday. The weather was beautiful. It got cold in the evening, but during the day it was beautiful. And the park is freaking packed. Nobody has a mask. Nobody has. But you know what it is? It's just people have been cooped up for so long. It's just now you're going into that complacency stage where people are like letting go of their guards. It's all right. We're outdoors. But still, it's just, it's crazy they're saying that. It's just, I think you're going to start seeing more and more of that. And you just got to make sure that you do your part and you stay, masked up until we get out of this, hopefully sometime soon. But they're talking about work already after Labor Day. I think everybody's going to start going back. You're going to see everybody back.
Yeah, everybody could go. See, that's the thing. At some point or another, everything has to go back to normal.
A lot of people have vaccine now.
Yeah, but also, I over 110,000 million Americans.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's almost half the country, which is awesome.
So I'm assuming Florida, Atlanta, Texas, they're all fully vaccinated. You saw Texas? They had a baseball game, fucking sold out, jam packed in Texas. I was like,
and they stopped. They took off the mask requirement.
Yeah, you don't need it.
So I was in Williamsburg the other day. And Williamsburg has, as we know, has been gentrified. Nope, no shot. Take that out. So I got out the car. I was like in almost half the block. So I got out the car to walk to Grand Street.
Okay.
To see if I found a spot to eat or something, an outdoor spot to eat, because it was beautiful. And I forgot my mask in the car. Like I said, I walked about less than half a block. Lou, as I'm walking back, I feel like such a disrespectful human being, because everybody that passed by me had a motherfucking mask on.
Yeah.
I had to, you know what I did? I did this. It's out of respect. I put up my shirt, I put it here until I got to the car.
Chris, when you pulled up your shirt, did your belly ring?
100%. You can't cover up beauty completely. So I'll cover up this beauty, but you gotta see the other beauty. It's too much beauty. It overflows. You can't stop that.
I know one of those people must have said, "Damn, the summer's close. Summer's over here. I'm starting to see the belly rings."
So, I cannot get the excuse of people being cooped up. We've all been cooped up.
No, absolutely.
Some of us have, like I said, canceled trips and stuff because of the situation that we're living. But it doesn't. We could go outside. Let's just be mindful. Let's try to stop or slow down the spread of this fucking virus. That's all I'm saying, man. I think I've taken too much time of this beautiful, joyful podcast. Happiness is what we.
You know what? I know where to bring us. Let's see. Let's see one of the stories that was happening over the week. Let's see if I can find it. Alrighty. This is our boy Paul Pierce at the poker game.
Oh my nigga
Curtis,
Paul. He got
Curtis,
fired for ESPN.
Chris, you can see my screen.
I can see your screen, but can you make it bigger?
Yeah,
Pause.
that's what she said.
Yeah, Paul Pierce was a wild boy the other day.
Oh man, I never been invited to a poker game like this. Let me just.
Yeah, no, I think it was a barber shop, so he was getting his hair cut or something was happening.
No,
Hey, oh, what's going on? What are you doing? Come on, man. What you do? What's up, Monica? You should be here. You can make some money, girl. Stop playing. Monica, what you doing?
Oh, my nigga twisted.
If you in LA, come through. If you in LA, Monica, come through. You know what I'm saying? Where's that?
no, Chris, that was a poker game, man. And I started to laugh. I said, man, that's some type of a freaking poker game. He was even inviting girls that were on his Insta Live that he knows that I guess that are dancers or whatever. He says, come through. Y'all can make money too. So the question that comes up is, if that was you and you had your regular 9 to 5, you probably wouldn't lose your job. But a lot of people are saying, is it right that he should lose his job with ESPN because he's a TV personality and is a kid is owned by Disney, which is
but he didn't do anything. He didn't do. See, that's the problem. It's owned by Disney, but it's not a Disney channel. It's owned by Disney, but it's not ESPN. It's not, and that's not, at the end of the day, it wasn't. He didn't do it while he was doing a show on ESPN. He did it on his own time. He shouldn't be fired for that. First of all, there was nothing, honestly, if I'm wrong, Lou, tell me I'm wrong. There was nothing wrong. He didn't show, there was no profanity. There was no, there was girls twerking. Twerking is a dance. For all I care, they could have been fucking salsa dancing or fucking ballroom dancing in the back.
And I think the problem, I think they were half nude, Chris. That's the problem. They were half nude, and money was raining down on them.
No. In the video, no, they weren't bikinis.
No. I said they were half nude, bikinis. But the I guess the gesture of throwing dollar bills, poker chips, it's insinuating. It's
I don't know.
It's just not a good look. Well, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. I guess when you do sign up for that lifestyle where you're a celebrity and you're on TV, there's, agreements that you...
A moral clause or something?
Yeah, some type of moral clause. But the other thing, too, is that leading up to it, I believe he was having problems with ESPN. Like, the relationship was kind of starting to drift, and I think they were going to probably make a move or so. As you know, ESPN, they've been firing a lot of their personalities on their station. They're trying to revamp it. I think they're trying to come with new young blood. So anyhow, he had released a statement. He goes, bigger things to come. And I guess leading up to that, so some folks are speculating that maybe he was trying to do this to force his contract, to get out of his contract so he could jump into something else. But one company already reached out to him. They offered him $250,000 and say, hey, why don't you just come do the sports for us? Like, not even like a spot, just to give his feedback on what he thinks of the NBA games and stuff like that.
I don't think
he'll never settle for that. It's too small.
I don't think that he should have been fired. Worst case scenario, maybe a little meeting. I won't even say a slap on the wrist. A little meeting. Listen, Paul, it's not good for your image when you're making it rain on top of strippers and shit. You know, so
Well, we don't know if they were strippers,
you
but
could
they
do what you
dancing.
want. You could do what you want to do, Paul, but just don't broadcast. Don't broadcast. Don't broadcast it. Broadcast.
Oh, hold on.
Don't broadcast it. Listen, I'm straight from La Isla, so motherfuckers gonna have to understand that there's certain words that I know clearly is that sometimes they just don't come out, but motherfuckers understand what I'm saying. So don't even try that shit. Anyway, he shouldn't have been fired. Also, like I said, let's go in a meeting, Paul. Hey, Paul, listen, it's not a good look, you know. Let's just try it. Just don't go on IG Live showing women twerking. Because you know why? It's not good, Louis.
Why is that?
Because not too long ago, ABC, which is owned by Disney too, had fucking Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B in the fucking Grammys or whatever award show, and they performed WAP. You know what WAP means, right, Louis?
WAP?
WAP. The song WAP. You know what the fucking song means. Stop fucking
I'm
around.
trying to come up with an acronym replacement.
No, if you ask in church, they say worship and pray, but that's not what it means.
No, but Chris, don't lose fact of what happened here, though.
No, wait. No.
Two different things, man. One, they're entertainers and they're choosing to come out in those garments or whatever. The other one, it's a young lady dancing and being kind of, what would you say that when you're throwing money at a woman? It's kind of
She's working.
She's working, yeah.
She's working. Do not look down on that type of work. That's very essential to the economy.
Listen, that's the longest or the oldest profession, right?
Well, you know what? You automatically go into prostitution. No, they're just dancing.
When you say work, then you need to say they're entertaining, they're dancers.
There you go. The same thing that Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B were doing in the Grammys in the stage.
Yeah, but guys
was watching.
Guys weren't throwing dollar bills on them.
No, because they signed a check before they did it. It's the same shit, Louis. Fuck you. Don't be looking down on strippers, motherfucker.
No, how could I? How could I?
I'll shut this down, Louis.
Oh, listen, I
protect the working class.
I know you keep them employed down there on Gentleman's Club on 39th.
No, but you know, if that was the reason, and I don't know, I really
is it called subjecting? Like subjecting women and just putting them in a negative light, you know, dancing, and then he's, you know, he has a camera and he's telling the girl, "Come on, baby, wiggle it." Yeah, I mean, it was just, Chris, there was a lot happening. It was a lot happening, but it wasn't over the top.
Louis,
you know,
once again, I take you back to the Grammys. Fucking Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, or whatever the fucking her name is, were grinding on each other while singing WAP, which is wet ass.
What?
Tootsie. Come on. You cannot be, Disney cannot be hypocritical like that. What's the difference? One got checked and the other one got paid in cash. You ask me, the one that got paid in cash is smarter. She don't have to report that shit.
Oh yeah.
No taxes. But you know, listen, I understand. Once again, worst thing that could have happened, that should have happened was let's Danny just shout out to Danny. Congratulations and God bless on the upcoming baby girl. See what I mean? So you can't be, you know, worst case that should have happened was, Paul, let's talk. Let's try not to do that. Let's not put, you know, you can do what you gotta do, but don't don't post it on social media. That's it. But you can't be hypocritical because, like I said, in the Grammys, these two women, they were grinding up each other while singing a very sexually explicit. I'm on fire today. Sexually explicit song. So don't come with that, man. Come on, stop it. ABC is also owned by Disney. So I disagree with your opinion or whatever you want to call it.
So leaving that, you said there was something you wanted to share.
Shout out to Alex Hugo. Shout out to Chopper Daddy.
Chopper.
It was his birthday. God bless many more. He got mad because nobody knows his real name.
Yo, I was calling him Chopper the whole time.
Me too.
It's Angel.
Huh?
It's Angel, no?
I was gonna call him Chopper or Alfonso. Alfonso is the character.
You're a jerk.
I don't know the motherfucker's name. When they introduced us, hey, what's up, Chopper Daddy? Living life. I'm like, okay, Chopper Daddy.
Objectify. That's what I was, Chris. Objectifying involves viewing and or treating a person as an object devoid of thought or feeling. Objectification is targeted at women and reduces them to objects of sexual pleasure and gratification. That's the fine line. If you're objectifying a woman. Now, who makes that call? The viewer or the person that's performing the act? So that's why I said it's a very gray area, and he probably shouldn't have gotten fired. Me personally, because I think they had a poker game, and we've been to poker games. There's masseuse. They don't do that, but this masseuse probably performed other, duties. So I was.
Now you're going. No. Now you're going in here in speculation. No speculation, Lewis. All she was doing is dancing, and he was tipping her as she was dancing.
No, he was telling her how to dance. He goes, "Hey, wiggle them." And who the fuck says wiggle? Bring it up, baby. Come on. He goes, "Nah, wiggle them."
Paul, I'm trying to help you, Paul. You know, help me.
Oh man. Yo, so going back real quick to Alex Hugo. So I wanted to share some behind the scenes things. So
yes, Daddy of the Year movie coming this Christmas. And like I said, I'm sorry, Lou. King, we still calling him King Louis, or is it?
No, that's King Neptune. King Neptune. But his real name is Louis.
Chopper Daddy, Alex Hugo, Yaya Rocks, Amy killed it in the bird scene.
You saw
all the cast and crew.
You saw that bird scene? She killed it.
She destroyed it. It. So do you want to get into it, Lewis, or no, I'm gonna let you get into it, Lewis, because I enjoy this, because as you're gonna get into it, I'm gonna relive it in my head.
Listen, all right, so I'm just gonna share one thing. So me and Chris are in between scenes, and we're shooting this in the projects. So we shot a scene up on the roof, and then we're in the apartment, and like shit is happening. It's somebody's apartment, and kids live there. So me and Chris, it was a long day. We're just waiting, and anybody that wants to do movies and shit like that, the process is fucking boring as fuck, because you're just waiting, because they're trying to. It looks so simple when you're watching a movie. You just think that that's what's happening, but it could be like 40 different angle shots, this, that, and the third, close-ups. So you could be waiting 4 or 5 hours before they're like, "Hey, you two, come up." And by that point, you got to kind of muster up that the part. Not that me and Chris, it was a stretch because we're not fucking actors. But so anyhow, so I'm there on the sofa, and so I find myself kind of like babysitting, right? I was babysitting the star of the movie, which his name is Dominic, and his baby sister. So Dominic runs off with my cell phone. I don't know where the fuck the phone went. He runs off with my cell phone. So his little sister happens to be she was standing up, and she had a tray of fruit. So she's offering me fruit. So of course I'm eating the apples. She's giving me the apples. I'm eating them. So one of those things, she takes out a box of toys and it's like little letters, and she gets up on the sofa and the window's open, but I didn't realize there was a guard. So she's just flicking the letters out the window. So I find out what's going on. I get scared, and I reach over. Mind you, there's a divider between. So I reach over.
The cup holder is right there.
So I reach out to grab her, and I got like one arm, and then that's when I looked up and I noticed the guardrails were there. But before that happened, I can't get her with two hands. So I'm on one hand, and Chris is to my far left, and Chris can easily get up and come get her. I'm like wedged in, and if I let her go, I'm thinking she falls out the window. So I'm saving a fucking life right now. That's what I'm thinking. I'm saving a life. I got her by the shirt. I said, baby, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I said, Chris, the baby. Chris puts his head down and is just fucking laughing. And I'm there thinking, I said, yo, this motherfucker, it really is an atheist. And I'm like, Chris, the baby. And he looks at me and goes, Lou, they got to learn somehow. I said, what a fucking douchebag. Then I look over and I notice the freaking the rails there, so I leave her. And then, but yo, she was throwing all the fucking letters out the window, so.
You left out a very good, essential part of the story.
Okay, go ahead.
Lou showed me. He didn't have to show me because I know Lou is a great father, and I know the type of father he is. But Lou showed me his protective side. So first he started playing with because like he said, it's a tedious process. When you're
gonna have to take a shot anyway.
when you're shooting a movie, which we didn't know, is basically they're gonna try to get as many scenes as they can with the cast that's there. So Lou starts doing magic tricks to the girl, which beautiful baby, she's like 3 years old, and he takes out a letter and gives it to her, and she grabs the letter. Oh my God! And she flings it out the window. Lou gets another letter and does another magic trick, and she grabs it. Oh my God, flings it out the window. I look at Lou, I said, Lou, she's throwing them. There's a whole alphabet out the fucking in the window, and we're in the 15th or 16th floor. So, somebody, like a penny from the 15th floor is gonna hurt somebody, but it was letter, it was foam. Funny thing is, so Lou's I saw the window guard. I'm the type of and please don't judge me. I'm the type of parent that the kid's gonna get hurt one time. Like I'm not saying jumping out the window, but I'm saying, like the baby there's like a on the other side of the living room, there's one of these fireplaces. It's not real fire. It's like a decorative fireplace. But it does have a heating element towards the back. It does bring out heat. Mind you, it's a beautiful day that day. And the kid decides the baby, a year and a half, he decides to put the heat on, and I read 80. And Lou is sweating. I've never seen Lou so uncomfortable in my life, and I know Lou for a lot of years, people. I see him. He was so uncomfortable. I got worried. I said, "Yo, Lou, you okay?" Because I thought he was catching a heart attack. God bless you, a heart attack. Because he was like, "No, you don't understand, Chris. I don't like to sweat." So I'm like, "Yo, relax, Chris, you don't understand. Chris, the kid. Why is nobody watching the kid?" I said, "Lou, relax." And he goes, "No, kid, Chris, he's gonna burn himself." I said, "Lou, if he does burn himself, he's gonna burn himself one time and he won't touch it again. Relax." Okay. You're a fucking asshole. So he's fighting. I guess I don't know what happened with that sofa, but it had a hold on Louis. He couldn't really.
That shit was swallowing my ass.
He couldn't really.
I'm like, no, nobody sees this shit. Nobody.
So the thing is, the kids were running, and the thing is, they were shooting a scene in the room, so the kids had to be in the living room with us. And I listen. I was on IG reading.
Yo, Chris,
like
if the camera was running, that would have been great footage.
What happened?
Footage. If the camera was running when we were in the living room with them, that would have been great footage.
It would have been, oh my God, hilarious shit. Hilarious shit. So,
what about when we went outside, Chris?
That's where I'm going now. So, like Louis said, we've been shooting all day. I think we got there around 1 or 2 o'clock, and it was already like 10:30. So we shot a scene in the roof. We shot a scene in the apartment. So now we're shooting a running scene. Yes, I said a running scene outside. So we're shooting, like Lou said, there's different takes. So let's do it again from this angle. No, I want to get a close up from this angle. All right. So there's a scene in the movie. I don't want to give away too much, but that we're chasing the protagonist. Look it up. It's a word. So me and Lou are the antagonists. So these are words you learn when you're in the movie industry. You people wouldn't know, but I'm just letting you know. So we're outside. So we're chasing. All of a sudden, like we're in the projects. All of a sudden we hear somebody screaming in the corner. Yo, West Side, and the West screaming around and screaming. And I'm like, all right. So I look at the director. And mind you, me and Lou from Brooklyn, the director's from the Bronx, and the actual the executive producer, and he holds a lot of hats, but at this point we're gonna give him the executive producer hat, and his brother are from those projects. So everybody's calm in the sense of they kept shooting. So I said, all right. So the thing is, they kept shooting with the belief that the dudes that were coming down the block screaming were gonna notice us filming and we're gonna be quiet across the street. That did not happen. These dudes came straight down the fucking camera line. Now, people, I need you guys to please try to imagine, picture this in your head. So, off the what you guys doing? And then one of the dudes from the executive producer says, "Yo, we're shooting a movie. You just fucked up the shot. No, this is good because it makes it look normal, So I'm like, all right. So the guy comes, mind you, it was kind of crazy. So the dude goes, "Yo, what's up?" Like he knows me. So I'm like, yeah, maybe he's seen me on my podcast. Maybe he knows who the fuck I am. So he gives me a pound. Hey, yo, yeah, okay, cool, brother, whatever. So I pull to the side, right? So he turns around and goes. He turns back and he goes to Lou, and he goes, "Yo, my bad, you guys are good, whatever," and gives a pound to Lou. But in the moment, he hugs Lou, like a hug, like this dude knew Lou, like he just came out of jail, and Lou was the dude that was putting money in his commissary. So he gave Lou a hug, and then all of a sudden, like when they clinch, and I saw the clinch, and I'm like, okay, hopefully this is cool. So I see the dude whisper something in Lou's ear. I didn't hear it, but I saw it. And I'm like, nah, Lou gotta know this dude because it's too close and it was too close. It was too much love for one person not to know the other. Yo, when that dude separated, all I saw Lou's earlobe fling back to his ear.
You fucking nipple in my ear. Yo, He fucking nibbled on my ear. He kissed my neck and nibbled on my ear. But the thing is, Chris, as he had me clenched, I said, it feels so wrong, but it feels so right. I said, yo, Chris, I just been initiated to the West Side Bloods. That's what they wanted for the West. I said, oh, yeah. I said, all right, cool, bro. Cool, man. I said, Chris, we gotta get out of here. I gotta do a full body cleanse. Fucking bleach.
Yo, I'm fucking crying. I'm fucking crying because what Lou just said, my people, it was true. At one moment, I'm guessing Lou said, because I don't know I know that I saw the dude bring Lou in, but then see, I can see the dude's back is towards me. So I can see Lou's face and part of his ear. And at a moment, like Lou said, yeah, we're good. Like we're good. We're good. And I'm like, I said, maybe he's trying to mug Lou, let me jump in or what. But then I saw it was too much love for it to be something negative. So I just left it alone. But that's the shit that, and hopefully, Lou, the camera was rolling.
I hope not. Not for my.
No, that would be fucking classic, man. So the dude,
I might be on Grindr after that, man. Cats gonna be looking for me on Grindr. Yo, give me that hug, dog.
Chappie, you be on Chappie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but I wanted to say that because it was fucking hilarious. It really was, man. And shit that happens. And I know Lou. No, so after the dude leaves, I tell Lou. No, Lou disappears. After a minute, Lou disappears. After it was quick, uncomfortable conversation, and I'm like, oh, that dude like nibbled on my ear, Chris. He licked me or whatever. I said, nigga, but you hugged him tight too. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So Chris, because I didn't know what to do, and it felt like good, but I didn't know. Like I was uncomfortable, so I just went with it. So Lou disappears. When Lou comes back, I'm like, you desensitized? Oh, that's a shot.
No, man, here we go.
Desanitized. Desanitized your whole side of your face. Because
well, I did. I went to my car and I was just pouring it on the side of my head, and I was just like, yo, the parking attendant guy, Chris, he's at the bottom of the hill. He's looking at me because my car's up there. And he's like, what the fuck is that guy doing? And I'm just like this. I'm trying to get it on in the ear. I'm like, oh, God.
It's fucked up. Because after we get in the car to go, because we wound up finishing the scene.
Had the chopped cheese, right?
We ate some chopped cheese. King Neptune, thank you for the chopped cheese, brother. I didn't know this was a big thing in Harlem, chopped cheese, and it was a delicious sandwich. So we get back in the car. So I get back in the car, and like I said, because of the pandemic, and I'm already used to. I get back in the car, I get some sanitizer, hand sanitizer. So I grab the sanitizer that Lou has in the car, and I squeeze it, and it had nothing.
Yeah, that shit was all on my face. If somebody would have smoked a cigarette by me, I would have went up in flames. Oh man, yo, but let me tell you, that day I laughed so fucking hard, man. I haven't laughed like that. You know, when you laugh so much that you just can't laugh no more, it's like that's it. It's like the well is all dry. That was a good day, man. It was funny.
It was, and at the end of it, so now I start getting worried, right? So the next day, I call Lou, and I go, Lou, how you doing? So he normal. He goes, Look, Chris, I'm good. How you doing? I said, no, Lou, I'm good, but you okay after the dude fucking licked the side of your face? Oh shit, Chris, I forgot about that. Lou did not want to take no part of remembering that fucking.
So I had to go to a meeting the next day up on the west side.
I said, Lou, they don't
Oh,
prick
man.
your fingers anymore. You don't get jumped in these
Nah.
initiation gangs or whatever.
You
Nah,
get licked
Chris, now
down.
they lick your earlobe.
Papa, we're gonna wrap it up on that before
Go ahead.
Then,
Real quick, Lou. I don't know if you received the. I sent you my daughter's. Did you receive it?
yes, I'm gonna put it up. I think you said
Lulu's. Yeah, I sent you a messenger or on. I don't remember, but Lulu's Crochet. My daughter, based out of Puerto Rico, she's very good with the handcrafts. Please visit her page.
Show the cup.
Visit her page. She also,
Coffee mugs,
gave us this.
personalized.
Lulu's Crochet. Visit her page on IG is Lulu Crochet. On Facebook is Lulu's Crochet. Crochet. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
hold
another
on.
shot for
Before
you,
we go,
Milka Tino. Take another shot.
Hey, before we go, congratulations to Chris and his lovely daughter Janice for bringing in a brand new baby girl. Is that correct?
Yeah, another
What's her name?
girl. I've been blessed with too many girls, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, man.
What's her name?
Crismari.
Huh?
Crismari. Half of my name and her mother's name put together.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Nice. Crismari. Nice.
Crismari, yeah. God bless her. 8 pounds, 9 ounces, 20 inches long, and head full of hair. Beautiful, beautiful baby. God bless her.
God bless, man. Congrats.
Lou, I want to take us out with something, but you don't any shout outs? Russell. I saw Russell living the life.
Oh, he does. I think they were celebrating the anniversary. They went away. If you ever need of appliance repair, RS Appliances. They're based out of Staten Island, but they cover all the boroughs. Reach out to Russell. His prices are very reasonable. He's a very good and fair guy. The other thing I want to tell you again, listen, please subscribe to our Facebook page, Breeze Shooters Podcast page on Facebook. If you notice, we've been posting our episodes, full episodes on Facebook. We just find it to be a little bit more, the audience to be larger than YouTube. We will also be posting it on YouTube as well, but please subscribe to our Breeze Shooters Podcast page on Facebook. Tell a friend about the show. We're actually in the process of ordering shirts. I already spoke to somebody, so we're going to be setting up a web page for that. If you want Breeze Shooter shirts, hats, socks, and all that good stuff, you're going to be able to go on there and order stuff. And again, last thing, look out for Daddy of the Year to be coming this holiday season. Me and Chris will be promoting this. As we get closer, we're going to have all the cast members on and just sharing funny stories like me and Chris shared today, because there's a ton of them, and they have funny stories about me and Chris that we're not even aware of, because me and Chris, when we were on set, we were the two OGs. But that's all I have, and thank you for tuning in. We hope you've been entertained, and with that being said, Chris, take them on out.
All right. Once you decide you want a good life, the universe will start moving things for you to have it. The people you need will appear. The healing you need will happen. The doors you need to be open will unlock. Once you truly and sincerely decide, life will happen. God bless. Stay up. And stay safe, please.
Be good, everybody. Talk to you.
All right.
Boom. Later, Chris.
Later.